In today's video, we are going to be talking about 4 and 1 honorable mention must-have items for your instant photographer, friend, partner, or just yourself. For Polaroid shooters, pretty much, that is. Some of these things can be applied for like Instax and other instant photography things, but we're kind of focusing on Polaroid, unfortunately. But don't you worry, Instax shooters, I got a video coming your way in the near future. Until then, let's just dive into the video.
You know the type of guy that was a jock in high school but ended up becoming a huge nerd? You know, someone that's not afraid to make a fool of themselves on the internet. And someone that likes to shoot Polaroid a little too much. Did I say huge nerd? You know, just an ordinary, everyday guy. Well, that's me. I'm just another Chris.
I just found this hat in the studio. Can I pull it off? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's for my Jim Hopper costume. I never used it from the last video. But anyway, we're going to talk about that today. We are talking about 4 must-have items and 1 honorable mention. Stay tuned for that. So if you're looking for like a last-minute birthday present or Christmas gift, because this video is coming out right before Christmas, or just some stuff that you may not know existed for yourself. So we're going to dive into some of my top picks. First one's this bad boy right here. This is the Mint Flashbar 2. So this goes on the top of your SX70 cameras that don't have a flash built in. It will work on your cameras. Really, really neat. And this replaces what would have been the flash bulbs of the time. So right out of the box, it comes with everything you need, including batteries. Super nice touch. And it comes with these cool filters that just hang on to the front of it just on magnets. You can even stack them up and just get different colors. Now, this isn't going to be a full breakdown review of this product. I do plan on doing a full video on this in the future, so stay tuned for that if you want to learn more about this. This is just to let you guys know of its awesome existence. I freaking love this. This is a must-have for all Polaroid camera shooters. This hat's ridiculous. That's better, right? Next item up on my list is RGB lights. They come in a variety array. I know it's kind of an interesting thing to throw at you, but you can actually get some super cool photos using RGB lights in your Polaroid. And not just Polaroid, your instant photos in general. I've used these so much. They are so much fun to use. I have a variety of these. You can find a video on this guy, actually, I did earlier this year. Was it last year? This year. I think it was this year. I've done so many videos, I lose track when they've come out. But this one is the R1 by Andy Cine. Links are in the description. These were sent to me recently. I've been trying them out and they're great. I can barely pronounce the name of this company. Atopal? Might be Atopal? I don't know. Sorry for butchering the name. RGB, they are stackable. They're really cool. I like to use these and throw them in like, you know, in the camera shots, light things up, just to add a little extra flair to them. They've range in prices. These are pretty cheap and you have full RGB control and also daylight and tungsten options, and they range from like 15 to 20 bucks for these each. These can go anywhere from 50 to a couple $100. I'll leave links in the description for like my favorite ones and the ones that I own, because I do own a few different brands. So if you're interested, consider checking that out. But highly recommend having these in your kit, especially if you shoot regular YouTube videos. These are come in handy. I use these all the time. Recommendation number 3. This assortment of lenses. Lenses for your vintage folding cameras. I've done a video on this. It was part of my Halloween special, but I highly recommend this. These are so much fun to use. You can thread on any lens that uses the 37mm thread system, and they go on your folding SX70 and SLR 680 cameras. So cool. You can have a telephoto lens, super wide, fisheye. There's even like this 12x zoom lens you can get on this thing. Crazy. And I've been hearing you can use this even for like telescopes and things. I don't know about that. I was talking to somebody recently about it and they were using something like this for it. It's really, really neat. They're not too expensive. If you want to see the full breakdown of this, I'll leave a link to that too, so you can learn a little bit more. Recommendation number 4. Bags. This holds not all, but like every model, one at a time, of the folding cameras, such as the SLR 680, the SLR sonar, wow, that came out weird, the SX70 sonar, and then just the regular SX70. All fit in here, and you can fit extra packs of film, store your photos on the go. It's a great day bag if you're just walking the streets. I use the crap out of this thing. I travel with it. It's padded just like a camera bag. And finding bags that store SX70 cameras is really hard to find. I'm finding. I'm finding that you can't find them. They're really rare and really expensive, the ones that are specifically for those cameras. So finding something that's universal, so to speak, and it has functionality, and it's actually good. So many pluses to this thing. Highly recommend it. It's super cheap. It's like less than $20. Now, honorable mention time. The reason it's an honorable mention is because it's kind of out of left field. It doesn't quite fit in the instant film world, but it's pretty fantastic. And it has multi-use outside of instant photography. You can use it for your regular videos if you happen to be shooting videos or photography, whatever you might be doing. And that is the Switch Pod. And there is a ball head attached to it, but we'll get into that later. It's a really nice, thin, sleek design for a tripod. So my use cases with this is I put my SX70 cameras or my box cameras, whatever Polaroid camera I have that has a tripod mount, and I'm able to either do remote shutter or self-timer. I'm able to put it on here and put it somewhere off to the side, get into the shot with people, because most instant photography cameras, pretty much all of them besides the folding cameras, have a minimum focus distance of like 2.5 feet. That's your arm's length. Most people, I mean, I guess everyone's arms is a little bit different, but for me, it's I need like another inch or two to get out there to be able to get myself in proper focus. So being able to set something up like this out of the way, it's really handy. And the Switch Pod actually has threading on here, so you can thread on like a little magic arm with a light that I was just showing you. You can have that on you as well if you're in a dark spot. Can't stress this one enough. It is kind of expensive. This will run you $100 or so. And that is without the ball head. The ball has range all over the place. I'll leave my best recommendations for those in the description. I do know my favorite one tends to sell out all the time, so if I can find that one, I will link it below. I travel everywhere with this. This thing is banged up. I love this thing so much. So those are my recommendations for awesome gifts that you can give your friends, your spouses, or just yourself, or just make some last minute Christmas gifts, because this video, like I said, is coming out around Christmas time. So what do you guys use? Do you use any of these? Do you have something cool that you just have to have in your camera bag when you leave? Let me know, please. I love hearing about that stuff, and I love testing it out for myself. So please, let's chat, leave some comments. And if you want to dive even deeper and get exclusive content and even possibly potentially join the monthly print club over there on Patreon, there's a link in the description below. Helps the channel out, and you get some stuff mailed to your door monthly. Pretty fun. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, get out there, make some art. I don't know, I'm still on the fence about this hat. Technically, it's a costume hat. It's not even like a cool like leather hat. Does it look good on camera though? Maybe? I don't know. I don't really wear these hats, but it's like the photographer thing to do, right? To have like these, right?